Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. So today is really exciting for two reasons. Today I'm going to update y'all on my makeup inventory. I do this at the beginning / end of a year, and then halfway through the year. I usually do it like at the end of July, because normally that's like the halfway point. So yeah, I'll go through each category and subcategory and count up all my makeup, and then I'll give you a total at the very end, and we'll kind of see what I have accumulated or gotten rid of, and in like each subcategory, so you can kind of see what the tea is. But yeah, and also I just got an upgrade on my phone, and I film on my phone, as y'all know. I just got the iPhone 11, so that's what I'm filming on today, and I'm really excited because the quality so far is really amazing. I'm going to be ordering a microphone to kind of help with the audio. I've been filming in my closet because apparently it has better acoustics or something. I don't really know, but anyway, hopefully the audio and the video quality is a lot better. If it is, let me know down below. I'm really excited to edit this and see how much better it is. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into my makeup inventory at the beginning of 2020. I forgot to mention, I will also be showing y'all pictures of my current inventory of each like subcategory, as well as the numbers from the halfway point of 2019, and then kind of where we are now. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the makeup inventory. I'm going to scoot over also so I can show you pictures right here. Okay, so my first category that I want to update y'all on is lip products. And I have a few subcategories to update on. I'll go ahead and start with my lip glosses just because I'm just going in order of how I like wrote them down. So for lip gloss, I'll go ahead and put a picture up of where we are now. I started in like the halfway point at 6, and now I'm at 4, which I'm really happy about. I would like to use some of these up just because of, you know, how old they are and stuff, but also I just want to try some more other like lip glosses. But I would feel guilty about purchasing anything lip gloss and lipstick just because I have so many that I need to go through. So this number I'm okay with. I just the products in the category are the ones that need to kind of be gone through. So anyway, the next category is lip crayons. Halfway point I was at 5, and we're now at 3. Again, same thing with lip gloss. It's kind of the running theme of most of my lip category is 2 of the 3 are getting up there in age and they need to be used up. But the amount isn't terrible. So it's not the amount, it's just the products. But anyway, the next one is bullet lipsticks. This one is kind of sad. So I had 16 at the halfway point, and I now have 13. I've had to declutter so many that have gone off. It's really sad. Most of them are not cruelty free. So yeah, they're not cruelty free. So they just need to be used up in general. And I added a few new ones to the collection this year that are cruelty free, so that was nice, but most of them I just need to use up and or get out of my collection because they're either too old or they're not cruelty free and I just want them out. So anyway, chapstick, halfway through I had 9. I now have 4. This one is a great number for me because it leaves a perfect amount for like my makeup drawer, my side table before I go to bed. I have one in my medicine cabinet for when I do my skincare, and then I have one for my purse. So for me, like, this is the perfect number. I don't know if I know that the ones I purchased recently are cruelty free, but I think one of them, the one that's in my purse, is not. So that one I would like to use up by the end of the year and get something else to replace it. But I feel like 4 chapsticks is a great number for me. And the next subcategory is liquid lipstick. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. Halfway point, I had 3. And since then, one dried out on me, and then I used up the other one as a cream blush, and so now I only have one. And I'm hoping at the end of this year to eliminate that subcategory altogether, just because I have found that I'm not a huge fan of liquid lipstick. I have too dry of lips, and if I want a matte look, I will just use a bullet lipstick. So liquid lips are on their way out as a subcategory in my collection, unless someone comes out with a crazy weird formula. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Lip liners, I, at the halfway point, had 7, and I now have 2, which is so exciting, that I've dwindled it down that much. A lot of them went off this year just because they were so old and they started to smell like rancid Play-Doh, which that's kind of my indication that, like, it's no longer good. But I really don't love lip liners. I've found out I just don't like the harsh line on my lips. My lips are not that big, and you can tell when they're overlined, and then when they are lined, it kind of just defines that my lips are just really small. So in conclusion, I'm just not a huge fan of lip liners, so I'm glad that I am using the ones I have up, and hopefully, again, this subcategory will no longer be a thing at the end of this year, hopefully. So with the lip product category, halfway through, I had 44 lip products total, and now I have 27, which is crazy. That's so crazy. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next category, which is eye products. The first subcategory of eye products is eye bases. This one hasn't really changed. I, at the halfway point, had 4, and I still have 4. I'll put a picture up of what it looks like now. It's really nothing too crazy. I think it's literally the same thing, so that's okay with me. I kind of want to use up the pencils at the end of this year and have maybe 2 or 3. I like eye bases. I've just realized that I don't need as many as I thought I did, and I don't really like the pencils that I have now. They really just don't do anything special for my collection, so I'm not saying I want to, do away with pencils altogether, because there might be some, like, eyeshadow crayons that I like in the future, but for now, that's just kind of where I'm at with that. The next subcategory is kind of exciting. It's my single shadows / pigments. Halfway through the year, we had 52, and now we are at 47. That's really exciting for me because I used up a lot of shadow this past year, and it kind of reflects that. I've also made a lot of Franken shadows to kind of use up my collection, and I feel like that's really helping me use up my collection and use it in a useful way, so I'm really happy about that. The next category is kind of sad, kind of happy-ish. I'm kind of, I don't know, it's kind of whatever. It's the liquid shadows and glitter subcategory. Halfway through the year, I had 6. I now have 2. They all went bad on me for the most part, except for the 2 ColourPop ones, and those are kind of chunky. So for now, I'm not like on the lookout for any like liquid shadows, like unless something just like I really want to try it and it blows me away. But for right now, I kind of just want to use up what I have, since they're both creams, or liquids, I should say, and just go from there. Just kind of wing it, Eyeliners did not change whatsoever. I haven't even, I don't know if I've purchased eyeliners since then, or if I've used them up. I literally cannot remember, but I'll go ahead and put a picture up of what my collection looks like right now. Halfway through the year, I had 11, and I still have 11, so it is what it is. I'm on like a weird little no-buy for eyeliner. Like, in my head, I'm like, you don't need any more. You literally have every color. So, yeah, that's the tea on that. Mascara, halfway through the year, I had 1, and I now have 2. One of them is on its way out. I was using that one for a little bit, but I don't really like it, and I just used it with my falsies, but it is getting up there in age, so I need to get rid of it soon. And then the other one I'm currently using, so I feel like 2 is a good number for me. 1 for falsies and 1 for like everyday use, so I mean, I'm not mad at it. Brow products, similar thing. I had 2 halfway through the year, and I still have 2. I have a pomade and I have a brow mascara. I might add a few more to try this year. I really want to try the feather pen thing from Urban Decay, and I would like to get a tinted brow gel for nursing school and stuff, just for quick eyebrow application. I feel like that would be really helpful for me on those busy days, because like doing 2 steps for your brows is kind of excessive when you're in a hurry. So it might increase halfway through the year, it might not, it kind of just depends on my mood. I'm not gonna just buy to buy, but if I want to add those to my collection, I will. If I don't, I don't. So eye palettes, kind of exciting, kind of, it's whatever. Eye palettes, I at the halfway point had 4, and I now have 5, which is really good. I'm currently working on 2 of the palettes out of the 5 in my Pan That palette, so hopefully, fingers crossed, those will be out of my collection by the end of this year, so I won't have to worry about those. I'm not really on a no-buy anymore, actually. I'm just kind of being more aware of my spending and really trying to focus on my current collection and really just enjoying it and being appreciative of it. So I have no plans, as always, to buy any eyeshadow palettes this year. However, I'm giving myself some grace and letting myself know that, like, if I want to purchase a beautiful eyeshadow palette, then I'll buy that beautiful eyeshadow palette. But other than that, like, I love my collection how it is now, and I don't really feel the need. I'm not pining for anything new. I'm kind of just enjoying what I have. And I think nursing school and being busy this year will really help me kind of curb that, because I won't be sitting around looking at eyeshadow palettes online. I'll be like doing other things. So anyway, last category or subcategory is lashes. I halfway through the year had 8, and I now have 7. I only used up 1 pair this year, which I kind of want to work on. This year is using up the rest of my false eyelashes. I'm not really much of a false eyelash girl, so I don't know why I have so many, but they come in handy every now and then, just not when, I only need like maybe 2 pairs. I don't need 7 or 8 pairs, so yeah, I'm gonna work on that category this year. So that brings our total halfway through the year. It was 88. It's now at 80. I feel like that's a really good number. Really happy with that. I mean, there's a few things that I would like to work on, but for the most part, I feel like I'm keeping it at a good steady number. It's not too much. It's not too little. I feel like everything is just right now. Face products. That is my next category, and this one I'll explain. A lot of them I would like to work on this year. I'll start off with primers. Halfway through the year I had 3. I now have 2. It's primers. I have 2, and that's it. I'm probably going to use them up this year, unless I decide to get something else. I feel like 2 or 3 is like a really good number, so I'm not mad at this category. Foundations. Here's the tea. So I had 4 halfway through the year, and I now have 4. 2 of them I bought because it's my favorite foundation. It's the Healthy Foundation from Physicians Formula. I was under the impression that they were discontinuing it, and I don't know why, but I bought 2, and partially because one of them, as you can tell, is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation. That one's too dark. That's my summer shade, so I couldn't use that one. And then the other one is my Hourglass Stick foundation, and I hate that thing. I hate it so much. I'm like trying to use it up. It's not worth the money, but I didn't want that to be my only foundation. That's why I went ahead and repurchased the Healthy Foundation from Physicians Formula, and now I have 4. I'm really trying to slowly work on the Vanish Stick foundation. It's not terrible, it's just terrible by itself, so I'm using it kind of as like a spot, I don't know, like it's like spots that are like too red or whatever. It's really pigmented, so I'll kind of just go over like some of my redness, some of my polka dots, and that helps. But as a foundation by itself, it's terrible, so sorry. The concealer category isn't that bad. Halfway through the year, I had 3. I now have 2. I feel like 2 is a really good number for me. One's matte, one's a little bit more hydrating. Yeah, you know, concealers. Powders is kind of a problem. So, I had 4 halfway through the year, and I now have 3. One of them I'm trying to actively use up. The other one is a backup, and I want to use that one up as well. And then there's one that's like almost done, but it was like my summer powder, so that one will also get done this year. So I have a feeling that I will be trying to see if I can find a good powder for me, because I don't feel like any of the powders I have right now, aside from my summer shade, I might repurchase that one. I'm not sure. It's just really matte for me right now. I'm kind of on the lookout for a good like hydrating, smoothing powder. So let me know if you'll have any suggestions down in the comments below. Facial sprays. I halfway through the year had 2. I still have 2. I like that number. It's a great number. I have one for setting my makeup, and then I have one that's more hydrating, that can kind of double as a primer. So for me, the facial spray category is pretty good. Okay, now we're getting to the bad subcategories that I really need to work on this year. For starters, bronzers. Halfway through the year, I had 5. I now have 4. Still too many bronzers, and I don't love any of them. I'm literally just using them up. So I really am working towards like finishing all of those. And if I get really close to like letting myself purchase another one, but I kind of just want to use those up in the meantime, and really like go after them, because I do what I just want to, like, in my heart, I really want to use up what I have, and it's kind of like my own like competition for myself. So yeah, that's kind of just what's going on in here. But for blush, halfway through the year I had 8, and now I have 6, which is still a lot. But it's not bad. I had a few that went bad on me this year, and then I think I used up 1. I don't know, but I just know that I also need to go through my blush category. Again, I'm kind of on a no-buy when it comes to bronzers, blushes, and highlighters, so. And then the last one for the face category is highlighter. Like I said, halfway through the year, I had 7. I now have 5. I'm on a no-buy for those 3 categories. It is what it is. I don't need any more. I would like to use up the ones I have. So hopefully this year I can use up a good chunk of them. That would be really nice. So that leaves our face category. It went from 36 total to now 28, which I feel like is really good, but I still need to work on those little categories. So yeah. Okay, so halfway through the year, I was including nail polish in the count, and I don't think I'm going to do that anymore, because I didn't buy 1 nail polish or use up 1 nail polish this year. I kind of just want to make maybe like its own separate like nail polish project pan to use up the ones that I have, because I'm really not getting my nails done. I haven't really messed with my nails this year. If I did, I went to the nail salon. So yeah, I would like to just use up the ones that I have. in like a separate project pan, but it's not something where I need to keep count of them. I really don't have a nail polish problem anymore like I used to. I just don't have time or the need or the want to do my nails for them to just chip off like 6 hours later. So anyway, I'm going to nix that category, but it's still counted in my total count. I just said that I had 29 like I did last time. I don't have a picture or anything because, again, I haven't bought any. I haven't used any of them up. I haven't done anything. It's all the exact same. So that category is going to be included in the halfway point total, but it's not going to be, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Last category is fragrance. Halfway through the year, I had 6 and I still have 6. So yeah, nothing's really changed on that. I got a few for Christmas, so yeah. I mean, I use it fragrance every single day for the most part, so I know that it'll get used up. So yeah, anyway. Halfway through the year, my collection total was 205, and now I have 193. And that's including nail polish. And like I said, I won't be including nail polish in the total any longer. So let me give y'all the total without the nail polish. So the total without nail polish is going to be 141. So that will be what I go off of when we do our halfway check-in in July. So stay tuned for that. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'm really looking forward to seeing what everyone does this year with their project pans and kind of see what I can accomplish. I really appreciate everyone subscribing and liking and commenting. It really means a lot to me. This is like probably one of my favorite hobbies to do on the side. And yeah, if y'all want to see anything in particular, just let me know. I think I'm going to start up a few more project pans aside from my 2 that I'm already currently doing. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And until next time, bye!